We're back with our beautiful guest, Dolled by Luna.
Hey guys.
This is the Dolled by Luna that slays the brows, guys. I've been telling you guys since the very beginning. Literally, I even took my mom to do her brows.
Oh, I love her so much. She doesn't come anymore. I want her to come over.
No, she actually said something about it. She's like, you guys can take me.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I'll pick her up. I love her. She's so cute.
But you see how like her face is so beautiful?
Oh, stop. Thank you so much. You're so cute.
So please, for our guest, tell us who you are and what you do.
So, Dolled by Luna is what I call myself. So Luna is like a nickname for me. My real name is Maha. Basically the names are very, very similar, meaning moon eyes. I've always loved the moon growing up, like since I was a little kid. And growing up, like when I started learning more into makeup and like understanding how to like do contouring and highlighting and whatnot, I realized like, wow, like I really like this, and it's fun to like create yourself like an alter ego to like motivate yourself. So I just started calling myself Luna, and like people started catching on to the name and just calling me that, and I don't mind, I love that name. But yeah, like I always called myself that just because like I wasn't always into makeup growing up, so now that I am, it's like a new person, you know?
So my question for you is, when did you realize, you know, like your passion for waxing brows, doing makeup? How did this all come about? Like when did you like say, this is what I want to do?
So I was about like 16, I think. Before, like I was not into the girly stuff at all. I didn't know the first thing about makeup. I was like a tomboy. I played sports with my brother and stuff. So when I turned 16, I just like started experimenting. I realized that like lots of trends in makeup was really, really in. Like people talk a lot about makeup now. It's really important, and eyebrows matter now too. So I started like kind of reading about it, and I just said, I feel like I could be good at this, and I just started learning to do method techniques for waxing, and I love that because brow shaping is something that I'm very, very good at, that I think of. And because I can understand the shapes and the angles of your face, so like when you come over or when Sabrina comes over, we talk about this, we measure, we scale it together to see what you want, you know. But at the same time, I really like to promote like showing your natural brows and your natural beauty. So yeah, I was 16, and since then I've been doing brows and makeup, so it's been a long time.
And there are so many other makeup artists out there. What makes you so different?
Well, like I said, I really like to influence people to be themselves. Lots of people are using makeup nowadays to change themselves, whereas it shouldn't be that way. It's like, to me, like it's Halloween, yeah, do it up, change your face, look like a brand new person, you know? But in general, like you shouldn't do that to yourself. I see beautiful girls all the time who like cover up their freckles or scars, or they don't want to embrace it, you know? So I like to show girls what they can do for their brows or for their makeup, for themselves, and how they truly look, rather than trying to make them want to look like someone else and influence them to be a part of this like Botox life, you know?
So tell me a bit about this, right? Like, I like how you said, for example, you know, you really take time to just interact with your clients. And has there ever been a time where it hasn't been easy per se with one client? Just try to figure out, okay, what could work? Because I know a lot of times that this is going to work for sure, but you come across a situation where you thought it was going to work, it doesn't work. Does that happen to you, and how do you go about that?
So I do have some clients that are a little bit more picky, let's say, and the only reason why is because they don't want to show themselves. It's exactly what I like work for, you know? They don't like their face. They literally tell me I'm ugly, and it breaks my heart, you know? And I'm like, why would you say that about yourself? You never say that, you know? And they show me pictures on Instagram like, look, why can't I look like her? And I'm like amazed that people like truly think people look like this online, you know? And like there's so many Photoshop apps and stuff, like everybody looks so fake. So it's like in a way where if I'm talking to a client, I kind of have to tell them that, but not make them feel belittled, you know what I mean? Whereas I want them to know that they're better than this, you know? So any client I have that's picky, I always talk it out. I'm very, very patient. So you tell me what you want to do, I'm going to tell you how we can do that if it's possible, you know?
Okay. Do you ever scroll down like Instagram or social media and look at other makeup artists and say, oh, like I don't know, do you compare yourself to others?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna act like I think the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, Kim K is my girl, you know? Like,
Hi, Kim K.
hey girl, happy birthday. I love her.
It's her birthday?
It was her birthday.
was.
For real?
Yeah, she's so gorgeous. Like, Makeup by Mario, I love his work. Like, amazing. I would love to go to one of his like master classes. Like, I love to learn, you know, and that's why it's fun with makeup is that there are so many trends all the time. It's just like marketing to me. Like, people are always trying to sell something, sell a look. So I'm super into that stuff. I love learning new trends and like looking at new techniques too, because there's so many ways to create the same look in different ways, right? So it's really cool.
Okay, question for you exactly. In terms of guys, right? Like for me, like I get judged a lot because you know I get my haircuts every 2 weeks.
He does his
You feel
eyebrows.
me? And I do my eyebrows. You know?
No. Nothing wrong with that.
So like,
Nothing wrong with that.
what is it about a man that does his eyebrows? Should we be judged, look differently in society?
No. That is a really big question too, because it's like about history too, whereas back in the day hair was like manly and power, you know, and now it's like they're getting their whole bodies lasered more than us, and guys have longer hair than me, you know what I mean? But the way I see it is there's a way of feminism, like changing your face as a man if you want to or don't want to, and just being groomed and clean. You know, I have lots of guy clients and they love me. They tell everybody, yeah, she does my eyebrows. They don't care, you know. Like, I love you guys too. Like, it's no problem. So I give them the groomed look. We don't want them to people to
What's the
see
groom look?
just clean, you know.
Well, you go to the barber.
I
Some
like
men
that.
have
I
like
like
hair like to their like.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and like.
Well, let me tell you a secret, guys. So like me, like my genetics, the way my genetics work is like before I call it the glowed up like season, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's glowed up time, you feel me? My eyebrows were like bushy, you know, heavy bushy. So like since like probably like what 19, started going to the barber. My mom's against it. You feel me? Because she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand. Like I'm trying to protect the face. So like a lot of people think a guy that's really trying to take care of his face, it's really not good. Like I'm not supposed to take care of his face.
No, don't listen to that.
Yeah.
It's just because it's unusual to them, I'm guessing or assuming, because back in the day, men didn't do anything. They just like threw on some deodorant and went out, you know. And some guys are still like that, and like they don't know they should be cleaning themselves up, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of men are doing that, like getting cleaned up. Some men shave their legs. Cyclists shave their legs. Like that's nothing to do with their sexuality. It's for them to go faster, right? So people just need to stop like being so ignorant, judging it. Just like understand it, you know.
What would you say you are the best at, makeup or brows?
Ooh. Honestly, I would say eyebrows because it's my specialty. I love doing eyebrows. There's lots of things we can do with people's brows. It can change people's faces, whereas makeup, it's like, it's very beautiful, it's very temporary though. Whereas eyebrows, you wear your eyebrows every day, you know? So.
Okay.
Wait, question actually. Just going back to the name Dog by Luna. Did you like Sailor Moon?
Did I?
No, it's important to know. Like I have to ask the questions that people want to know. Like you said you like the moon, so I gotta ask you. Did you like Sailor Moon? And who was your favorite Sailor Moon?
Like I guess. Like the thing is, I would be the cat Luna, obviously, because I liked her. She's so pretty. But when I made my name and like people still roast me, I didn't even think of that.
For real?
I didn't at all.
Oh my God.
And like the first time somebody brought it up, I was like, oh my God, how did I not think of that?
Yeah.
I was like trying to think about all the names like Sailor Venus or Sailor Mercury. You know what I'm saying?
I did not think about that.
That was the first thing.
See, like I literally, it's just because I love the moon. Like I wear my Luna necklace every day. I have so much Luna gear. Like I love it, you know.
Oh my God. And so talk to us about, you're kind of putting together, you started kind of a small business. You can call her up. She has her basement set up to do brows.
Yes.
So tell us, like, what are some of the services you offer to people?
Okay, so yeah, I do have it in my basement currently, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it in my basement. I'm offering brow waxing, brow tinting. I'm also doing lash tinting, and I do have lash perm experience. I'm wondering if my clients are interested. I've been talking about to them. So if ever anybody's interested in lash perming, which is like a lash lift, I'll definitely do that for you too.
Lash lift.
Yeah, it's like a lash perm.
What? Oh, so wait. So what does it do to your lash?
So it gives you like a really nice curl, but the thing is, it's kind of like semi-permanent. It lasts like about a month. It's a perm just like for your hair, for your lashes. It's less intensive.
Okay.
And the way we do it is we apply an adhesive to kind of connect the lashes in the shape that you want. So we can make it like a cat eye if you want. On your lashes only. No extensions, none of that.
But so my lashes aren't as long as her lashes, people. These are real, right?
Yeah.
These are real. This is what girls look like when they put extensions on. This is her eyelashes. So my eyelashes are not like that. So if I did a lash,
it's beautiful.
Really?
So the way we do it, it comes with this type of plastic mold you put on the eyelid. It's a very long process, but it's very, very worth it.
Okay.
So you'll have your eyes closed most of the whole time. And the plastic, there's 3 sizes. There's a small, medium, and a large. So in your eyes compared to mine, you would be using a small because your lashes aren't as curly and as long. Whereas mine are very long and curly. So I would get a large to make them more straight. Whereas yours make them more curly.
Yeah.
So there's different ones to use, and it's the same adhesive. And I would simply like map your lashes in like a very nice way. Make sure that they're not clumped together. It has to be done properly. You can see people when they have wrong, like badly done lash perms, their lashes are like very rigid and like, you can tell. And it's gonna last like that. Like, because it's on an adhesive, it's kind of like molding it into this type of shape. And after 4 weeks, it'll go away. But my little sister did it on her. She still has like really nice lashes from it.
So my question, because this is getting good, because y'all asked me after like the lashes and then the prints and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want to know this. It's for example, how can I say this? I'm trying to like figure out a way, because I want to make sure my men get it. So like, there's more than just the like the.
Oh, men don't get their lashes permed.
Okay. I have to talk to I have to ask for my fellas, because I'm like my lashes are good. Like I'm like, this is good. Like I thought this was long. Like, you know, like I'm like, should I get this done too?
No, men don't do that. No, really nice lashes. You have nice lashes.
Yeah, I hate that. Men always have the best.
They have like the most beautiful.
Come, zoom in. Zoom in.
Look at his lashes. Look at them.
I gotta do the.
Ooh.
You know, I didn't expect that head turn,
And I guess we can also see. So you know, this is kind of new. You're doing very well at it. I'm a regular client, guys.
Yes.
Where do you see Doll by Luna in 5 years?
So this is the same answer I've been asked for like my whole life. I know it's not 5 years, but I've always really wanted to create my own brand of makeup.
Moving to LA. Moving to LA.
Let's go. That's a great idea.
She's moving to LA.
I'm going.
You know, but speaking about that, right? Like, how is, I would say, just the community here? Like, how's the clientele here? Is there like some other cities where, for example, let's say that the demand is more higher, or like, let's say if you go to LA, of course, for example, right? You could, I don't know, figure out like, I don't know, Kendall Jenner for all I care. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the ideal goal, is to get like celebrities and vice versa?
Well, that's just creating a name for yourself. So obviously, if I met like Kendall Jenner or anybody to do their makeup, that would give me the resources to do my brand, right?
I like that.
And I really, really want to focus on lipsticks and lip glosses, because I love gloss and lipstick and like making lips full, you know? So obviously, if I were to have the pleasure to do somebody that famous's makeup, that would definitely like give me like a lot of big head start, right? So.
And I just want to say, Luna, you've been grinding for a long time. I just want to say thank you. Like, I see you grind, and you deserve everything you got so far.
So
and keep striving.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, guys.
But we ain't done. We're not done.
We're not done. So it is Halloween weekend, and we wanted to make this more interesting. So we have 2 games planned. The first game is going to be out of the bag. So it's called Name the 3. So basically, Reggie's going to pick out a word. Okay. It's either makeup or like I threw in some Halloween words.
Okay.
And whatever the word starts with. So the first letter, you have to come up with 3 words. It doesn't have to be like Halloween or makeup. Any 3 words that start with that first letter. Okay. And you have 10 seconds. So I'm just trying to figure out, can someone time 10 seconds? You can.
So I showed it to you too, right?
Yeah, and Reggie's gonna play too, so when it's your turn, I'm gonna think.
Okay, I love it. I'm nervous.
But wait, he's gonna time. Whenever you're ready. Okay.
Mommy.
You're gonna go first.
Mom.
You
Like
have
more
three
than
words,
one word?
3.
Oh, mom, mother, motherland.
Okay. Okay, now it's my turn. Come on, me.
Keep. Go.
Maize. Mayonnaise.
This is looking like a rap video.
Mumble.
Mumble. Yeah, alright. I guess it's your turn. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm not good.
I'm terrible.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Give me like 15 seconds.
No, it's 10. Oh.
I go
Which?
first? Which? No, switch the word.
No, which?
Wild. Snap. Work. I got you. Women. Skitty pop pop. Uncle Ashley.
What? Okay, so Maha for 10 seconds.
Right. Go.
World, winner. Did you say win? No.
No, that's good.
Winner and winter.
Oh.
Hat.
Okay.
Okay.
That was better.
Let's do this. I like this game, but it depends. Like, there's no like words with like start with Z, right? Like Zoom.
No, I don't think
Oh
so.
no, I don't have time.
I'll just say zaboomafoo. Alright. Foundation.
Ooh.
Don't say perspiration.
Oh, you're so weird. Oh my god.
Foundation.
Okay.
You're going?
Yeah.
Go.
Film. Fake. Fine. Okay, wait.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Figure. 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 Film. And
Time's up.
I blanked. I had one. I blanked. Oh my god.
Alright, how many more we doing?
Let's do one more. Wait. Yeah, because you have to do. Oh.
Dang.
Lashes.
Lashes.
See lashes.
Laser.
Hold up.
Alright. I'm still using laser.
Okay. Go.
Luna.
Oh.
Lacerated. Logistics. Boom.
Oh my goodness, the vocabulary.
You see that? I said laser. Logistics.
Who's next?
You
It's
went
Mom,
in.
Mom.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, live a long life.
Oh.
See? She has to go first. Because she already has a thought process.
You had 4.
True.
How are we doing on time for the recording? So good?
Yes,
So good? Okay.
Oh, so.
So we have our second
You can't
game.
touch the envelope.
Okay, I can't touch the envelope because I can't see this. We can't see the stuff.
Okay.
Did you put our names?
Yeah, so the one that says question for, or whatever, question to ask Maha, are the ones that Cassie wrote, and the ones that says question to ask Cassie are the ones that Maha wrote. So make sure you're not asking the wrong person.
So I asked Cassie, Maha, and
So I guess, anyways, when you read it out, we'll know. Like, you will realize if I'm
okay, so it makes sense. So to ask
yeah.
Cassie, it's what Maha wrote.
Yeah. So the second game that we have planned is called Name That Trend. So there's a lot of trends in makeup, and Maha and I, or Luna and I, had to come up with 3 of them. Come up with between 1 and 3 clues, and by those clues that Reggie will read to Luna and I, we have to guess each other's trends. So.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
So
Don't read the answer, which is in bold.
Don't read the answer, yeah.
I got you. So this is for Cassie. Your face will look horrible at first. These shadows help define different areas.
Eyeshadows?
The face.
You want me to read it?
Contour?
Yes.
Oh!
So, do I switch back and
Yeah.
forth?
Yeah.
Okay. So Luna.
Talk to me.
It's so bad because the first so awkward. You stroke it on the extremity.
I shook it.
You stroke it on the extremities of your face.
You stroke it.
Oh, stroke it.
Women, men die when they see new colors. It can blind people if you're not careful.
Highlight.
Jeez.
And she's wearing.
Plain white. I'm joking.
Okay. This one's gonna be good. New accidental brow trend. I gotta like get my sass on, you know, like it's been compared to a bird feature. Some say it's pretty, some say it's creepy.
Yeah.
What is
It's
it?
pretty creepy.
Is it the zigzag? The zigzag brow?
Say it again. Say it to her again.
So, new accidental brow trend. It has been compared to a bird feature. Some say it's pretty, some say it's creepy.
Let's focus on the yadla.
Don't look at us.
What?
It's compared to a bird. Oh, I want to tell
To
you.
a bird?
Yeah, I want to tell you.
A bird feature.
Like,
A bird feature.
Cassie.
Okay, what is it? I don't get it. I'm done.
It's brow feathering.
Yeah.
brow.
It's like when you part your
You did a segment on it on Power Circle.
I did?
Yes.
I did?
I follow the page more than her.
See, I remember.
Cassie, when it's like the hairs are up and then there's some on the bottom. It's like ugly.
Oh, yeah. I remember when that
I thought bird would make sense.
Alright, Luna time. I am posted on social media. At the end, I normally do poses with heads and hands. Answer.
With heads and hands?
Yeah.
Like an ad or something? Or no, that's not it.
You're close. Repeat it.
An ad, like an advertisement.
So I am posted on social media. At the end, I normally do poses with head and hands.
A model?
Kind of.
Kinda, sorta.
Spokesperson?
Kinda, sorta.
A CEO, a president? I don't know. Kylie Jenner?
It's answer is
What is it?
makeup tutorials.
Oh!
yeah.
I'm so lost.
Alright, last question for Cassie. Oh, this is dope. Alright. This word can be used in different aspects of everyday life. Secret weapon of choice. Enhances your features. I can hear like the fluids.
Yeah, it got real quiet, eh?
Enhances your features. I don't.
So let me say it again. This word can be used in different aspects of everyday life. Secret weapon of choice. Enhances your features.
I don't know.
Answer is highlighter.
What?
Yeah, like, can I use a highlighter? It was a highlight of my
Like
day.
markers.
Like,
Oh my god.
That was hard though. So was it a tie or what?
So you got one
You got
more.
one more too.
Oh, okay.
So very colorful. People do this for festivals.
Eyeshadow.
Comparable to a toy.
Oh. To a toy.
So a toy like probably like 6th grade or 7th grade.
not 7th grade.
What's older
Younger.
or younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4th grade.
Say it again.
Very colorful. People do this for festivals. Comparable to a toy. Wait, but like 3rd grade, you can't go to a festival.
No, but like
the thing.
the thing.
Paint or something?
So very colorful. People do this for festivals. Comparable to a toy.
I'm so bad at this game. Compared to a toy.
And then people wear this to festivals. And it's very colorful.
Tie-dye?
No,
Kind,
no,
but
but
it's
kind
close.
of. You're kind of.
you're close.
Um,
I'm saying you're close. Like I know. I know. You know.
Yeah, you would be clueless if I
I'm like, I don't even
put me
know.
on the spot.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's not tie-dye. So what is it?
Could be used as a costume.
There's onesies.
You know what it is?
I'm not saying.
Tell me
I'm
what it
not
is.
saying.
I need help from the audience.
I just got it.
I don't know.
See, I'm bad. I would have been like Iron Man.
I don't know.
Okay, guys, I'm actually not that stupid.
Okay, but she's gonna see the answer.
I can't see. Well, I look stupid too.
Okay, just
What
say
is it?
You ready?
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Oh, how is that close to tie-dye?
What it
Because
is?
it's colorful and, like,
the colors.
You
and
could have
stuff.
said animal or something.
It's about my cake, keep selling.
Well, I could have said animal, but I didn't want it to be too easy.
Tie-dye and unicorn.
I don't even know what tie-dye is.
Tie dye. Remember back in the day when we
When
were
there's
kids?
like dyed print on
Different,
shirts.
yeah.
Yeah, the hipster thing.
Yeah. I mean, but there's so many hipsters that I like events and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Should have said like it was popular in the 70s.
Or mystical animal.
Or yeah, but I didn't want it. I know, but I
100%
didn't want it to be too easy.
Did you think
guys.
unicorn? No.
I was close. I was close.
What were you thinking?
Tell us.
I was thinking, shit, I don't even remember the name.
Because you didn't have one?
Oh, don't be wrong.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
He's
Yeah.
my cousin, I'm allowed.
Man, I'm gonna be real. Like me, if I didn't know, I thought Iron Man the first thing.
That would have been a good
God.
one.
The highlight of your day. Iron Man.
I would have said Iron Man too.
Well, that was it for the games. We're gonna take a short break, and then, like I said, I'm not wearing brows right now. So when we come back, Luna is going to do my brows. I'm so excited. Back. So we're going to do my brows. She's a makeup artist, and she does, like, she slays. She doesn't do brows. She slays brows, people. And she's going to show you how she does it. And so right now my brows look like this. Everyone take a look. Hi. And then you'll see the final product after.
Okay, so I brought a couple items. So I kind of brought really basic products just because like I said, I want people to really understand their faces rather than using like really thick products. First things first, I recommend pencils that are very, very light and very smooth. No thick pencils. You feel like you have to push on your face, throw it in the garbage, it's gonna hurt your eyebrows. You're not gonna grow any more hair. So I grabbed a pencil, just like your basic pencil. Some girls really like these because it's really easy. I'm a really big fan of the ones you twist with like a brush at the back. I have a really super defined thin one, and then I have another one, same concept with a brush at the back, and it's like a little thicker, more of with a curve. So these pencils I really like because they're creamy and they're really easy to like glide on the face. So I'm gonna use this one. This is what I really like, but what I'm doing is the same process with every product that you use. It's just a matter of color and texture that you like. If you have really oily skin, don't get something too smooth. So I'm gonna brush all the brows up, up, up. They look really nice and clean because you just came to my house. And slowly I'm gonna just tilt your head like this, and I'm gonna line the bottom of the eyebrow all the way to the end of it. Just the bottom. So it'll kind of create like a line. At first it's gonna look really edgy. That's normal because we're eventually gonna start brushing it all through into the hairs. So the whole look and the idea of this is to make the brows look really groomed. So now that I've created that line, I'm going to do the same thing on the top of the eyebrow. So I'm going to start lining it from the top all the way down to the tail, kind of, so that they connect us too. Gradually, as you start to draw, you're going to start brushing in your eyebrows with the back of the pencil, and gradually you're going to start following the ways the hair grow. So no like vertical pushing hard like this right at the top. Your hairs grow vertical, so you want to brush them upwards. So very, very slightly, very, very small strokes upwards, and then you're going to do the same thing down the whole eyebrow, going to the same shape and size of the hairs. So I'm going really, really slow, and then I'm gonna brush it out. So this is a very, very nice and natural brow fill. That's what it is. So I always like to offer some concealer, and this is what I really like to make the full, like, defined brow. So you just grab a little concealer, you're gonna line the bottom of the eyebrow. Same exact concept as when you were filling it in, but just the bottom. So we're gonna line it downwards all the way. So make sure you get this part right here. This is her arch bone. It needs to be equal to her where her nose ends. If it's too forward or too far back, your face is either gonna look very chubby or really just disfigured. It's not gonna look very natural. You want your brow bone to always go where your nose ends. You want it to start where your nose dimple starts. So then I'm gonna go all the way to the end, to the tail. Then grab yourself just any regular sponge is fine. I like to use the end, and I like to just brush it downwards. Blend it into the skin. And there you are. Beautiful. Yay. So if you're doing like a more high-end face, you can conceal the top as well. You can also make it darker too, because when you're doing like a smoky eye, let's say, you want more drama in the eyebrows. This is very, very natural. Her makeup is minimal. She has nothing. She has beautiful skin. She doesn't need much makeup. So this is a very nice brow trend that she can rock. And then there's like similar to mine where they're much, much darker because I have some shadow game going. So you don't want it to wash your face out. So these would be like perfect difference right away. It's very, very easy. I can do your other eyebrow with a pencil to show you guys. So I sharpened it pretty sharp. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to align it from the bottom all the way to the end of the eyebrow. Notice I take my time with it. It's okay if some of it spills because we're going to conceal it. So don't get upset. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get annoyed. Take your time. And remember, you're going to clean it up. It's fine. Nobody does this overnight perfectly. So right away, you see when they start to brush your eyebrow, it starts to go super, super nice. It looks super natural. So you can evenly use an eyeshadow doing the same technique that I'm doing right now. So I'm going to keep going. I really want to show that arch off. Now on the top, I'm going to line it from the beginning all the way to the end of the brow. Grab my brush. So the thing is, when you use a pencil, you need a brush. So it's like more equipment. So it's up to you if you really, really like that pencil. Brush it out like that. I also really like it when it's very light at the front. This is like a brow ombre. It's a very, very big trend. For years it's been going on because it looks very natural. We're not really into the defined brows anymore, whereas it's like sharp and edgy. People really love the feathered natural brow look, and I love to influence that on my clients. So now I'm going to conceal the bottom. Same concept. I'm taking my time. Go all the way down. Don't forget that arch, girl, and swoop. Just like that. Grab my sponge. Like, it's so simple, so beautiful, and you've got your brows on for the day, you know? And then just for fun, what you can always do, and this is my favorite part, is highlight. So I just put a little highlight. You gotta glow. Even if you got no makeup on your face. Put a little bit right at the brow. Just like that. Beautiful highlight. It's super effortless. Golden. Beautiful. Yay! What do you think? Take a look at your brows.
That's true. Oh my god, they're actually pretty dope.
They're super nice. I love doing the
highlight.
Yeah, like it's really, really simple, guys. Like honestly, this is very simple. So I brought some eyeliner too. I brought two types. I have a really small pencil because I never use brow pencil for eyeliner pencil for my eyes. But just to show you guys the two types. So pencil like this is very creamy as well. You can definitely use on your eyes. Whereas if you use like a marker, this is the easiest one I find. It's like super precise and really dark. So right away you see the difference. With a pencil, you gotta apply more than one coat. Whereas the marker, it's once you got it on, you're
Show the
good.
hand.
So you see the difference with the pencil. With the pencil, and the marker. So I'm offering a marker pen to show you guys because this is something that's really easy to use as a beginner. Lots of makeup artists, I love using a liquid eyeliner with like very thin brushes. Those take practice. The only reason I like it is because it dries faster. But this one is really nice. I got this one online from BH Cosmetics. They're a really good brand. It's really cheap too. I really like Morphe too. Their liner is really good. Just have to say that.
Morphe's becoming popular.
They're bomb. I'm wearing their palette right now. They have really good makeup. So you don't really wear much makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a regular liner and then I'll show you guys a small wing because most people like wings. So close your eyes. Very, very easy. Put your head like this. So what you can do is to make sure that the lid is dry. So you can grab a sponge or even like a cotton pad. Just make sure it's nice and dry. If you have like leftover oil or anything, it's just going to leave the liner really, really moist and it'll most likely smudge. So once her eyes are closed, I'm going to pull her face like this, right at her temple. Not too hard, just to give it some less texture, make it more stiff. So I'm going to hold her like this and I'm going to start at the very end. You want to go as close to the lash line as possible. Gradually you're going to offer a little bit of liner and you're going to start pulling the skin at the same time. So I'm going to go all the way down. So because she doesn't wear much liner, I'm making it thicker here and then gradually I'm going to go much, much thinner. So I'm going to still hold her skin for you guys to see. Go closer and closer to the eye. You want to go really slow with this. The marker is really easy to use. You just you can feel me gliding slowly on your eye. Look at me. Oh yeah, so now I'm just going to wipe the bottom of your eye. So that's like a really simple liner, right? Look up. I'm just gonna get rid of that little liner. See, like, I don't really like markers because they can smudge too, but it's still easier to use. See, like, and she just put a little concealer at the bottom. So you can take a look at her liner. It's very, very simple and right to the end of the eye. So this is something that you'll do every day. You don't even need to do eyeliner, like mascara. Like, that looks really nice.
Oh, really?
Because it's not too thick.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. Okay, and then I'll do the other eye and then I'll show you guys the wing. So now same concept. You can see from here a bit better, I'm presuming. I'm going to hold her temple and I'm going to go as close to her lid as possible, to her lash line. Go all the way. And take your time. Take your time with it. All the way and then closer to her top lid as possible. Don't forget that. Look at me. Close for a second. So markers take a bit more time, but it's very easy. Very nice. And I'm just going to put a little concealer on the bottom of that one too. Look up. Beautiful. Yeah, look at it. So it's like super simple, nice and easy. Very pretty. You should do that. You never wear eyeliner.
I know.
Looks really nice. So the markers look really easy. And then the pencil, like if you want I can show you how to use it for the wing. But I would just continue with the marker. But for the pencil, it's the same concept. You would feel it pull on your skin and go on it. The only thing is you're going to be pulling on your skin a bit more with a pencil because you really want to get that dark color. So it's the same concept. So I'm going to finish the wing with the marker. So same concept. Now that I've created the whole outline, open your eye. There you go. That's like a very natural, very pretty wing. This is like effortless wing. You don't want to do like a full-on thick eyeliner if you have no makeup on your face. You're just gonna look a little confused, you know. Like this you could do every day and then just like pop some gloss on. Beautiful. Same concept here. Close your eyes for me. I'm gonna pull the temple up. I'm gonna go upwards in a diagonal form and connect it downwards. Just like that. Beautiful. So this is super easy. Like, notice how some makeup tutorials, they have tape and like so much stuff to do it. That is for like a specific look. Let's say if you want like an eyeshadow, it's just a technique. Whereas if we're doing like a simple liner, the nice little curl is nicer than that edgy look when you don't have anything on your face. So notice how quickly I did it too. You can kind of just go very, very effortless with it because it makes it pretty. It's very nice.
You can tell the difference too.
Yeah. Obviously make sure they look even. Don't like draw on your face. But very beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yay. Wait, this is what they do at the end of the videos.
Yeah, this is your the Guess Who game right here. Easy breezy beautiful.
Oh, this is so much fun. She's really good. She's really good at like, she doesn't just apply your makeup or do your brows. Like, she will explain as she goes, and it kind of helps. Before I started going to Maha for my brows, I would just do them myself and like fill them in, and I would be obsessively scrolling down like Anastasia Beverly Hills and like all the makeup artists on Instagram trying to see their techniques. And ever since I've gone to Maha, I do my brows no problem.
You fill them in perfectly. I'm so proud of all my clients. I make sure they understand how to do it. And this is the simplest little tutorial, but I can also like give you a full-on smoky eye. Like, you want to slay, I'll slay you, girl.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you check her Instagram, which is at Dolled by Luna. She puts all her clients, like the final product, the before and after on there. It's really dope. How are we doing on time right now?
We're good. It's 3:07.
Okay, so I just want to ask you, so now you can start recording whenever you're good. So I just wanted to ask you, as a makeup artist, what would you say is like your top 3, like if you wake up and you have to go to work, top 3 makeup products, you know, simple, quick, easy.
Okay, so 3? Woo. Okay. I love gloss, like I said earlier. Like, I always have gloss on. Like, if you know me, my lips always have gloss on. Like a clear gloss, it's my life. I'll get that, I would pick that. And I would pick foundation and mascara.
Okay.
Yeah, because mascara, like, I can put on my eyebrows too, so that's a trick one. I got it.
And are there any brands that you prefer, like, to use?
So I really like to influence people to know like what to invest in when it comes to makeup. Don't spend $100,000 on every little thing you need, you know. I invest in foundation, powder. Those are my essentials. You need to have really good coverage, because if you want to have like a really nice look and you don't have good coverage, it won't look nice, and especially if you wear highlight and contour and so many steps. So I invest in my foundation, my powder, and my contouring products. I really like those things to invest in. But there are some brands that are stepping their game up with contour. Like, nowadays you can find really good contour products anywhere. I really like, I just got the Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm a really big fan of that one. I use like Fit Me concealer. Fit Me is a really good substitute. If you don't have no money and you need to beat your face, buy that brand. Fit Me and True Match. Those are very, very comparable to like the Double Wear Estee Lauder. I really like that foundation too. It's very thick, so it's like really high coverage. And I really like Morphe, like I said. I really like their eyeshadows. BH Cosmetics have really good palettes too. MAC is good, but you can find makeup anywhere. Like, just invest in foundation that matches you. I can't tell you the foundation that I use and it'll work for you, because foundations oxidize, they change, they look different on all types of skin. So I really recommend to just finding a good color for you, not your favorite YouTubers. Because some people use foundations that are terrible for your skin type. There's so many steps to understanding which products to put on your face. So I love to offer my advice for that. So like looking for key ingredients if you have more dry skin compared to more oily skin, offering more serums if you have more dry skin so that your foundation sits on better, you know, lots of stuff.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy will I make my shorty if I cover that Fenty though?
Who's that from?
Maserati.
Okay, Maserati.
You know him? It's Akin.
I don't know.
What's up,
She
Akin?
will die. She will love you. She will love you. Buy her
He's a
that.
rapper. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I wanted to ask for anyone watching and who will be rewatching. Fit Me, is it Fit Me? And
Fit
True
Me
Match?
by Maybelline.
Okay.
And True Match, I think, is L'Oreal.
And so those are like drugstores.
Yeah, and like me, when I go do my home calls, like my house calls, I always buy their products for my clients with darker or lighter skin. And it looks good on everybody because it's very, very liquid. It's not like creamy. So creamy, sometimes it looks really cakey on people. Whereas the liquid foundation, it just soaks up. And it's really, really hydrating. It's a nice foundation.
Okay. Well, these were really good tips, good information. You deliver it very well.
Thank you.
I like my look.
I
I had so much fun.
Me too.
Reggie, why are you away from
Well, I was just here observing. I was doing behind the scenes. I was like responding to some people on Instagram. And it was kind of cool to just sit back and see it.
Yeah, like come see me, guys. You got any questions? Anytime.
One thing though,
I'm
like
scared.
you look so comfortable. Well, it was like relaxing, eh? Like,
It is relaxing.
I was like, man, do mine too, Maha. Like, for real, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
I can give you a really nice mask.
For real?
Oh
I
my
need
God.
that. I need that.
Go find her on Instagram at Dolled by Luna. We tagged her a few times, so go on our Instagram and click on her pictures. We tagged her. Look at her stuff. You can contact her. She's in Orleans. For all you people in the West End, you have to make that drive.
People in Japan. People in Japan.
You need to take the plane.
Come on over.
You know what I mean? If you listen to K-pop too,
Yeah, I'll make you tea.
So that was our interview and our fun time with Dolled by Luna. I hope you all enjoyed it and enjoy it for those of you who will be rewatching. Do you have any shout outs you'd like to make?
Big shout outs.
Oh my goodness, shout outs. Well, to you guys, of course.
Thank you.
Power Circle. And yeah, like to my homies, everybody knows who they are. I love you all. Shout out to my Bacon's group chat. That's my girls. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
What about the broski?
Oh, you know what? Fine. Yeah, my brother, he's pretty bomb too. My twin brother, he cuts hair. He has a page too. Yeah.
He cuts hair?
What is his page name?
It's Ziad the Barber.
Ziad the Barber. Shout out to Ziad the Barber.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't really talk about hair in public because like my barber might be
He might
watching.
slap you.
You know what I mean? I've been unloyal for a couple of
Honestly,
times.
the barber game in Ottawa, though, I feel like is
Oh,
on
yeah.
the rise, and there's so many of them, and
He's
a lot
really
of them are super talented.
He's really, really
Well,
talented.
shout out to you, Ziad.
He
Ziad
cuts his
the
hair
barber.
once a day, so you think you get judged. He cuts his hair every single day.
I need to see this page. I need to see this page.
Oh my
I
goodness.
saw him like 2 weeks ago. He never told me this.
Yeah, he likes to be humble about it, but he's very
Well, that was it for our time with Dolled by Luna.